What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game we have Jovi as our orange Mongol player spawning in the southwest of Gorge. In the northeastern side we have Valdemar as our yellow Ottoman player. Both of these guys amazing. Valdemar currently sitting in top 20 or 25 as of the recording of this video, and Jovi currently sitting in the top 60. I believe he was 55, 54 at the time of this recording. So both players phenomenal, and very interested in seeing what will end up happening. Of course, pretty standard for Mongol players to go for a tower rush, anything like that, against basically every civilization, and it does look like we're going to be going that route, or he may be going for an early pasture. He does have the wood. Boom goes the barracks, and then we not entirely sure what this is about. Some long distance mining. Okay, just throws 5 villagers. Okay, I actually don't mind this. I like this. So instead of wasting time getting wood, he's just gonna go long distance mine, throw 5 villagers on the gold, get the 200 he needs in order to age up, move them over to wood. Well, move over probably 2 or 3 to wood, or start queuing them. Start rallying them to wood, and then eventually just go for the age up from there. Gets the Dark Age military school in order to help defend. Of course, it's not going to be that big of a defense. And this is, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't bad at all. He gets his gold. He could already age up. That means the enemy spears, the Mongol spears, aren't really going to be able to do anything. If he does go for a tower rush, it's going to be basically pointless because there's no gold. Since he didn't go for the mining camp, that means he's not going to be able to get his, what was it called? His pillage bonus, or, well, get any kind of resources from pillaging, burning down the building. And all of the villagers for Valdemar are safe under the tower, or under his TC. He's going to be going for the twin minaret madrasa. Slowly but surely start getting up his spear count as well. You know what? I like this. I really do. This is amazing. And now Jovi, yeah, he's going to be making his spears as per usual. Villagers are going to move out. They're still going to try to throw up the outpost. Well, not try. They will get the outpost up, which would further deny the gold. In my honest opinion, I would rather him, in this case, especially in this case, go for the Sultani trade network instead of the twin minaret madrasa, because he's giving up his gold, which means he's not going to have any, right? He's going to have food. He's going to have secure food with the sheep. Once he gets his first visor point, he could go into, I don't like the positioning of that house whatsoever, because he could have put his blacksmith right there instead. But once he gets his first visor point, he could go for Anatolian Hills, get more sheep, and even have more food, or safe food. He could always transition into farms as well directly under the TC. So getting food is easy. It's really easy. Getting gold, not so easy. Especially in this scenario, it's going to be pretty damn difficult. Even if he does try to move out, let's say to the northernmost gold vein, it could get denied. Another outpost could go up there. There are 4 spears already out for Jovi. So this could be more, well, yeah, it'll definitely be difficult for him to secure his gold. So in honesty, I don't like him going for the twin minaret madrasa. He hasn't even started gathering from there. Okay. Sending the 3 villagers now to start getting start gathering food from there. Yeah, I would have really preferred him going for the Sultani trade network instead, because he'd be generating gold, infinite amount of gold for the rest of the game. And then once he's able to, if he's able to secure, okay, he's going to be going for the stone. If he's able to secure a trade line, once he has the 6 traders, send them out, and even then just get a little bit more gold, right? Yeah, I would have definitely preferred the Sultani. Anyways, over here we do have Silver Tree. Gonna start getting some traders up and running. He is gonna be putting it in the western side of the corner, or the most western corner from what it most likely. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going, Bon Jovi? It doesn't give us the blueprint for some reason. Usually it does. Maybe he just hasn't set it up anywhere quite yet, and since it's just, or he's just moving it over to the western side. And now we are getting arrow slits as usual on the offensive outpost. That little extra range will let, oh, that archer was just skirting on the edge line of that tower. Could have got a couple shots off right there. Not sure where the archer is going. This one might get shot though, or is it the same thing? Nope, just barely. Blacksmith coming up. It will be getting attacked. Not that big of a deal. Valdemar doesn't really have the military count to burn that down yet, unless he wants to try to sacrifice some villagers in order to get it done as well. Doesn't seem very cost effective whatsoever, so I do not recommend it. He has enough stone in order to get his second military school. He's just missing the wood at the moment. And like I was saying, so he even went for Anatolian Hills, right? So going for the Sultani trade network would have been far superior in this situation. Silver Tree on the westernmost corner, right next to a boar. We're gonna see how many villagers he queues up. Is he gonna go heavy? Is he gonna go light? Cancels the trader. Interesting. Okay. 4 Sipahi. Dive. Get a single villager. A Sipahi does go down. Single Keshik. Bon Jovi sitting on 28 villagers, 15 military, 8 archers, 4 spears, 2 Keshik, and his Khan, of course. Over here for our Ottoman player, Valdemar, he is at 30. 30? How's he at 30? How did he get a 2 villager lead? I know he killed 1. Oh, Bon Jovi idled his TC for a bit if that's the case. Yeah, Valdemar's up basically 1.5 villagers at the moment. So there was some TC idle time coming in for Bon Jovi. Valdemar sitting on 18 military, 9 archers, 6 Sipahi, 3 spears, and then a meta is on the way as well. He does have to be careful with this outpost though. He's gonna have to get rid of it fairly soon, because that's just gonna do a lot of incremental damage. And there he goes. It could also sandbag the attack, any kind of reinforcements, things of that nature. So he will be going in, getting rid of it, and that triggers Bon Jovi to go in for the attack as well. Nice response from Valdemar, pulling off. Oh, okay, good. These spears. No, okay. And by spears, I meant archers. The archers were pretty vulnerable right there. Those Keshiks could have committed and at least picked off 1 or 2. He could have went essentially unscathed as well. But now the outpost is gone, which is perfect, because Valdemar's attacks won't be getting sandbagged since he does have a majority of his military right there. Valdemar is going to be pushing forward. There's primarily nothing but spears right here. Fortification or fortitude is going to be popped. Not quite yet. I would have really liked to see fortitude being used right there. just to get that additional damage in on the archers. He could have done a lot more damage, picked off a couple more as well. Bon Jovi is trying to get a little damage done with those Keshiks, was able to get a single villager, and now we see Bon Jovi. He is 3 villagers ahead. Does he have two? Oh, no. Excuse me, not 3 villagers. It's a total of just 3 workers. So that means he has 3. Yep. 3 traders working on his 4th. And he is splitting them up between the northern trade post and the eastern trade post, which is pretty smart. And this is something that I recommended a few videos ago. Probably actually more than that, like 2-3 weeks ago. In situations like this, you would want to split your trader count. Send a couple to the east, send a couple up north to both of the posts. I believe it was on Himiyama where I actually recommended that. In that map though, for instance, our Mongol player was equal distance away from both trade posts, so it was more beneficial to him to do it that way, especially since his trade lines were constantly getting raided. But in this one, obviously it's not equal distance from both trade posts, so you will be getting less income obviously from one route than the other, but still your trade line is essentially double protected. If they scout the traders going to the east, they're going to assume that it's to the east and that's it. They're not going to be checking your northern trade post, which allows you to make more traders that way. As you can see, there's probably about 1 or 2 traders going towards the east and the remaining amount going northbound. You still want to send some to the east though, of course, to maximize your trade. Maximize the efficiency, the return on investment, all that good stuff. As of right now though, solid play by Bon Jovi, splitting up his traders. I know that was a little bit of a winded explanation. Figured I'd give it a slightly more thorough explanation than what I normally do. Valdemar posturing for a decent attack right now. He is up 44 military to 35. These archers are vulnerable right now. They are going to be picking off quite a few spears though. The Sipahi could have dove on top of them easily as well, but they decided not to. Instead, he splits one Sipahi off to try to do some eco damage. A total of 6 villagers, 6 workers have been killed for our Ottoman player. A majority of those were traders that were going over to the eastern trade post, with probably one or, well, I know for a fact it was 1 villager, but probably another additional 1 or 2 total. For a 2 total. Keshiks over here on the eastern side trying to do a wraparound, figuring out which angles they could hit from. Where can they get any type of harass? Valdemar doing kind of the same thing, moving down eastern, going to the southeastern side of the map, and the Keshiks going to the northeastern side of the map. They haven't really been able to do anything. They got 1 villager kill about 3 minutes ago, and then that was it. Meanwhile, Valdemar splitting his forces. Sipahi scout going to the southeastern side. They might be able to deny this. Oh, they definitely will be able to deny this Uvu now. They just need to jump on it. Go, go, go. What are you doing, Valdemar? Valdemar. Okay. Spoke too soon, apparently. Valdemar wasn't paying attention to what was going on. Meta is sneaking out a bit ahead. Rest of the units for Valdemar aren't going forward. The meta is gonna get picked off. Oh no, these spears. Good job, spears. Nice defense by them. Awesome work. Valdemar could have easily denied this Uvu, but he wasn't really paying attention. Not entirely sure what was catching him off guard. Most likely it was the Keshiks over here on the eastern side. There is a single Keshik all by his lonesome as well, waiting for any villagers to cross his path so he could do good stabbies on them. The Keshiks have met up with the rest of his army. Sorry about that, it skipped for some reason. I'm pretty sure Valdemar could take this. It's 48 military to 63. Not only that, but he has a really strong military count. He's gonna be going for +1 melee attack, 24 archers, 21 spears, 15 Sipahi, 2, now make that 3 meta for Valdemar. Bon Jovi sitting on 51 military, 40 archers, 11 Keshik, and his con. That's it. Even if the micro is semi-decent out of our Ottoman player, he should be able to take the fight overwhelmingly as well. Keshik finds a few villagers, unable to do anything against them, and he does get picked off. The remaining Keshiks going over to the northwestern side, do a wraparound, see if they can pick anything off. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to find anything, so they are going to go back with the rest of their army. Valdemar needs to push. He really does. It's not like Bon Jovi is getting any stronger. Valdemar is up 21 military supply, so he'll be able to just push forward and do a decent amount of damage. If it's not game ending, he'll at least be able to do huge chunks to either the economy or the military back off and then end the game after. Traders are going over to the eastern side. He just moved all his traders from the northern trade post to the eastern trade post. This is gonna be really bad for Bon Jovi. They are gonna be getting caught in the crossfire. Has he moved them? Yes. Okay, so he has finally he did reroute them pretty quickly as well. So nice play by him. And Valdemar up 23 military supply. Yeah, this could be very devastating for our Mongol player, and the fight is gonna break off. We do hear alarms going off in the back, but it is nowhere near as important what's gonna be happening right here in the middle of our Mongols base. Look at how many archers there are for him, but is it gonna matter? A few Sipahi go up to the northern, to the top side of the map in order to try to pick off a couple villagers. The Sipahi themselves get picked off by the villagers. They are moving way too close to the archers, and now a few of them are going down. The Keshiks are staying strong. They are going to be pushing towards the back line. That was an amazing choke for our Mongol player in order to defend, because the spears were filtering in one at a time and they were just getting picked off. They weren't able to all fight at once, and now the Keshiks are going to be getting into the back line on top of the archers, and this is exactly where you do not want them to be. And now it's just an overwhelming presence for our Mongol player. Yeah, there was a decent amount of villager kills behind this. Valdemar does need to start making some more spears. Walls did come up behind this as well for our Ottoman. Of course, for our Ottoman, because our Mongols can't make walls. Decent amount of stutter stepping coming out from Valdemar to maximize the amount of damage that his archers are able to do before they eventually go down. Well, not all of them, but he will be losing a huge chunk of them. Currently sitting at 37 to 27 archers of his opponent, 11 Keshik as well for Bon Jovi. Valdemar sitting on 2 spears. That's it. 4 Sipahi coming through as well. He needs more spears in order to be able to deal with the amount of Keshik that are here. And now Bon Jovi pushes Valdemar all the way back to his base. Will he be able to defend against this, or is this going to be a very quick and easy reversal? It looks like he will be able to defend with the outposts that are here. 2 outposts plus the town center will be able to deter the archers from pushing forward more than what they were already. Solid defense, 36 military for Bon Jovi against the 50 of Valdemar. Walls coming up. There's a huge, okay, I was gonna say that's terrible wall. There's a huge gap. But there we go. Walls are gonna be finishing up on the western side as well. Try to stop any kind of run bys. Good defense by Bon Jovi. He found a really nice choke point to filter in the spears in order to just pick them off quickly, effectively, efficiently, without losing too much. And then he counterattacked. He was able to push our Ottoman all the way back home. But, huge but here, Valdemar is up 28 supply in terms of military. He has a huge lead yet again, and now there's Janissaries on the field. 8 Janissaries have been called in. This is massive for our Ottoman player. He's gonna be able to just melt, just absolutely melt these Keshik with those Janissaries, as long as they focus fire properly and they're not shooting on like random archers or something, or buildings, because Janissaries love not attacking what they're supposed to be attacking. Fight breaking off right there. Janissary shots go off on the traitor instead of the Keshiks. Thank you, Janissaries, for proving my point. Nice stutter step. This is a terrible angle. Okay, there we go. This is a lot better. Janissaries at the back just laying waste to everything. They need to just focus fire. They can't be moving forward like that either. Remember, they take bonus damage from ranged units, so you do need to try to focus fire, try to micro your Janissaries as best as you can, focus fire down the Keshiks as best as you can, which they are doing. They are completely melting when they do get their shots off, but the counter focus fire from the archers of our Mongol player individually picking off the Janissaries, but it doesn't matter. The overwhelming force for our Ottoman is overwhelming. It's as simple as that. It was in the sands. There's nothing that our Mongol is going to be able to do from here on out. The moment the Janissaries came into play, that was just such a huge damage bonus for Valdemar, for the Ottoman Empire. And GG does get called. Game goes to our yellow Ottoman, Valdemar. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.